So let me begin by giving you a background as to what I want to talk today. It's basically when you talk about a new political culture, when you talk about changing the system, when you talk about ensuring that we hand this nation at a better stage and a better context to our children and our grandchildren. That's beautiful rhetoric, but it also has to be followed by action. It has to be followed by sacrifice, and it has to be followed by strategic and consistent efforts to see change. Sri Lankans are extremely intelligent and insightful. Whether it's among the Colombo elite or going to the grassroots, our people have the ability to grasp deep concepts. They have amazing ideas and innovation. And people have conversations about our political structure and they are disgusted with the situation all the time. While they're having tea or when they're at the bar or whatever they're doing, we're talking politics all the time. If only that was implemented. If only some have the courage to say, okay, now let me walk the talk. And that's been the difference between countries that have turned the corner and countries that are stuck in the quagmire of failure. Do we have the ability to walk the talk? And it requires sacrifice once again. And for us, many of us, we are in our mid and late 30s, and we looked around and said, we're at the peak of our careers. Maybe we're about to, this is the moment that we really need to focus and we can do well financially and career-wise, and then we can think about doing something. But the sad reality is, if you let this time go, unfortunately, the career politicians will then hand things over to their children who are going to be worse than they are. And then the political culture and the hole that we're in is in a deeper and a darker place that then I may join the naysayers and say, maybe beyond repair. But right now, we are not beyond repair. So we have to make a sacrifice. We looked at some people from our parents' generation who obviously said politics was dirty and corrupt and therefore we don't want to be a part of it. And like I always say, when you create a vacuum in positions of power, that will be replaced by the worst of a generation. Some from our parents' generation who decided to get involved in politics after they were stable in their careers. They made their money, they made sure their children went through university and all that, and then they said, now let me join. But then they came to the sad reality of party seniority. That means you may be the most competent person for the job, but wait in line, somebody else is going to be senior minister, you wait your turn. That guy is going to mess things up in grand style, but it's okay. You just came to politics. It's not a meritocracy. It's not the person who deserves the job. It's those who've been around the longest. Or those who have compromised enough and made sure that they have enough on the leader to be able to get opportunities in positions of power.